Hey guys, this is such an important story, but a sad one at the same time. So, a Georgia couple is suing an OB/GYN for allegedly decapitating their newborn during a delivery. So now the couple is claiming that to hide the fact that the child was decapitated, the hospital surgeon popped the baby's head on top of its body. This is all alleged, of course. So now the grieving parents are seeking justice for their child. The parents' names are Jessica Ross and Trayvon Taylor. So according to a recently filed lawsuit, Jessica Ross and Trayvon Taylor lost their infant son at the hands of a physician at the Riverdale, Georgia hospital last month. The above picture shows Jessica Ross pregnant. So reportedly on the morning of July the 9th, 20-year-old Jessica Ross arrived at Southern Regional Hospital Center in Clayton County after her water broke. Later that night, she was fully dilated and began pushing. However, the baby's shoulders got trapped in the vaginal canal during the delivery process. So according to the parents, Dr. Tracy St. Julian then used excessive force. She used a traction on the head and neck of the fetus in order to remove the child from the vaginal canal, and in so doing caused the child's head to separate from the neck, resulting in decapitation. So following numerous attempts to remove the infant, Dr. Tracy St. Julian performed a stat cesarean section. So it was reported that the child's legs and body were removed via the C-section, and his head was said to have been removed vaginally. Some sources also allege that Miss Ross, the mom, didn't schedule for a C-section until approximately 3 hours after her initial push time. Because the infant wasn't coming out, the doctor scheduled her for a C-section. So the parents are alleging that Dr. St. Julian applied tremendous tension, excessive tension. So the parents are suing for pain and suffering. They have alleged that Dr. St. Julian applied tremendous excessive tension, traction on the head and neck of the fetus that resulted in massive blunt force trauma to his head and neck, along with multiple skull and facial bone fractures, also hemorrhaging on the brain. As reported by the parents, there was also more injuries, hemorrhaging in his neck and around his spinal cord, multiple fractures of bones in his neck, all ultimately resulted in his decapitation. Some reports stated that the parents did not know and they were not notified of the decapitation until the next day. Other reports stated that the parents found out from the funeral home when they were preparing the body. Additionally, court records indicated that Southern Regional Medical Center shut down Ross and Taylor's idea for an autopsy and instead recommended cremation. The parents said that they were not allowed to hold the deceased infant, only view his body, and he was lightly wrapped in a blanket with his head popped on top of his body to make it appear as though it was not severed. So it has been alleged that the medical professionals, including the nurses involved, tried to cover up the events of what happened to this child. Premier Women's GYN, a gynecological practice led by Dr. St. Julian, is being held accountable for the doctor's careless measures. Dr. St. Julian is a board-certified OB/GYN doctor. She has been in the medical practice since 2005, according to her website. The hospital released a statement saying the hospital has taken appropriate steps in response to this unfortunate situation. Our commitment is to provide compassionate, quality care to every single patient. And this loss is heartbreaking. Our heartfelt thoughts and prayers are with the family and all those impacted by this tragic event. The hospital subsequently announced that St. Julian was not an official employee of the hospital, but rather the couple's private medical doctor. The hospital released an additional statement and it read, "Our prayers also remain with the dedicated team of physicians, nurses, and staff at Southern Regional Medical Center who cared for Jessica Ross. While our sympathies go out to the family, Southern Regional Medical Center denies the allegations in the complaint referencing the hospital. The hospital declined to comment on the matter any further. So now Ross and Taylor are asking for compensation for mental, physical anguish as well as damages for their lost child. So guys, don't forget to hit that like bell as well as subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. I think that mom and dad in this matter are going to be okay if they get a good attorney to represent them, because you're talking about a child who was going to be born relatively intact, and to have this doctor separate the head from the body is unconscionable. Imagine the pain and suffering that child went through. Guys, drop your comments in the comment section. Let's discuss this further. This is so horrific. My condolences are going out to the family. I'm over and out. Thank you for watching.